Welcome to Use Your Words podcast, where we believe in intelligently spoken conversations. So you know, and I will admit, like I said, I can talk, or not, yeah, or not.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but that happens to me a lot. So let's be honest there. That happens a lot to me. So that's okay. Welcome to another episode of Use Your Words podcast, where two of the whitest guys I know are going to talk about a black guy, Kayne West. Oh my gosh. Me, I'm half white, so I'm half white. I'm half Mexican, half European mutt. You two, however, just are like, you shine.
We straight up.
You shine whiteness everywhere you go. But yeah. It's another happy November here in Wisconsin, where it's cold, it's snowy. Yeah. And musical albums have just been released recently.
Yeah, I can't believe, I don't know, I feel like we didn't have a fall this year.
Nope, we skipped right over that. We went right from
summer to winter.
Yep.
There really are only two seasons in Wisconsin.
So, like I said a second ago, unless Josh, I saw you reaching for your mic. Josh, you reaching for your mic. Say something.
There is no such thing as summer in Wisconsin. It's called construction and winter.
That's right.
And with Foxconn, it's construction all year round now.
True.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what is this summer, this spring, this fall, this winter you speak of?
We have winter. Mr. I want to be a hunter.
Yeah, have fun in that.
Anyways.
But yeah, music.
So I let me ask this question.
Yeah.
First, Johnson, have you heard Kayne West's new album, Jesus is King?
Yes, I did listen to it once from start to finish. I've listened to a couple songs here and there.
Okay.
From it, but I haven't listened to the whole thing in its entirety.
Okay. I meant to. This week just got away from me. I didn't. I'm not even going to ask Josh because I know the answer already. Am I correct, Josh, in assuming you did not listen to it? He's
correct.
Shaking his head yes, because head nods translate into audio so well.
Yes. Correct.
So, you know, we have to do this translation, you know, instead of where they have sign language for people when they're listening to stuff, we got to do the inverse. We got to do talking for Josh.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I'll speak for you.
Oh, this will be entertaining.
People aren't going to like what you have to say.
We could talk about your blue eyes there, Johnson.
Hey, he said it.
I know. And insert clip of Josh now.
Your eyes are very blue.
And I really will.
Got him.
Anyways, and Josh, I don't know why he said that. He just likes blue eyes, I guess.
Especially mine.
Okay. And this isn't going to be a music critique necessarily, although Johnson might be able to offer some critique on it. I'm not a rap hip-hop person at all, just like I'm not a metal person at all. You know, the closest I get to it is I have a fan in my room that has some metal in it. That's it.
I was really wondering where you're. At first, I thought you were talking about me as in being a fan of metal music, and then I realized you're talking about the literal
metal fan. Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well, the closest you have actually gotten to it was going to an August Burns Red concert.
Yeah, but I wasn't a fan of it.
No,
wasn't even a follower. I was there. I was just there.
Yeah.
That being said, what we're going to talk about is slightly different on everything. And I brought this, I guess, more as my thought on it, and I explained a little bit more this past Wednesday when we were having dinner, was I didn't want to talk about so much like, oh, his music is awesome, or it sucks, or his shoes are weird, or whatever. I don't care about his shoes. I just know that he has shoes with Adidas. Where I was coming from is in this recent, like weeks before this came up, all of a sudden he's like, I don't know if it was like press releases, but just like hit the news all of a sudden, like Kanye West, born again Christian, da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, great, awesome. I'm like, hey, hopefully this is a real thing. And then all of a sudden, I see everyone in the Christian circle that I know, or I shouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people go, oh, praise to Kanye, essentially, like lifting him up as the new celebrity superstar. I'm like, hold on a second here. I was like, first off, I don't know anything about his music, but there's other things to be talking about with regard to that. And then let's be honest, he's had some interesting past things. But before we get to all that, Johnson, there's no word of the week this week. Okay. However, there is something I am going to ask you.
Oh, no.
I'm going to ask you because I want to know how much you know about Kanye.
Oh, no. Not a lot.
Do you know how many children he has?
2?
4.
Oh, halfway there.
Okay. I want you, just because these are odd names.
One of them is Northwest, right?
North.
Well, North and last name West.
Yep, exactly. What's another one?
I don't know.
They're just
East?
No.
Okay.
But these are
South?
very interesting. He only has one cardinal direction child.
Hold up. What?
Cardinal direction?
One direction.
Like, direction. Yeah, he has north.
Yeah.
The others are interesting names. Just take a guess.
Yeezy?
No.
No.
That's the name for him that he had back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was using that moniker now, except for his shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea.
So his second child is named Saint.
Saint West. Nice.
His third child is named Chicago.
Chicago West.
And his fourth child is named Psalm.
Psalm? Like Psalm?
Yes.
Psalm West.
Chicago, Psalm,
Saint.
and
North.
North.
Those are rather
North,
interesting
Saint,
names.
Chicago, Psalm. Psalm, Chicago, Saint North.
His Psalm is the youngest of the kids born this past May.
Psalm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting name choice.
So I was just like, interesting. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up because I just thought it was interesting, and I wasn't gonna make
It is.
I wasn't gonna make you like try to guess it because I was like I'll just have him guess for like a quick second if he doesn't get it. No.
Well, I think I was just in Chicago too.
Yeah. I almost gave that to you as a clue, but I was like, nah, I won't do that.
Yeah, you just go, Chicago. What about Chicago?
That's his name.
Chicago. What do you mean? You were just in Chicago, Aaron.
That would be like the whole who's on first type thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That
Who? Yes.
But regardless of that lovely little funness, so Kanye West has kind of always been kind of a kooky person. What happened back in 2009? Do you remember?
2009?
Uh-huh.
Specifically then, I don't all the things that I remember.
Like what kind of crazy thing did he do?
What, running for president?
No, that's in the future.
Why not? But when did he first mention that?
I don't know. Here, let me
Well,
play.
no, that-
let me play this for you. Maybe this will jog your memory.
Oh, no,
I'm really
exactly.
happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
The Grammy.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, it was VMA, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Where he
the
went up
whole-
on stage and while
The
Taylor Swift was getting an award, like, no, let me tell you about Beyonce
up.
having the best thing of all time.
But Beyonce though.
Yep.
Yes. No. Yeah. There's that. The only reason I know of Northwest is because I heard it on the news.
Oh yeah. But
Um,
celebrities always are giving their kids stupid
weird
names.
I was looking up like weird names
Mhm.
that people have given their kids, and I guess someone apparently named their kid Audio Science.
Okay.
Like that. I mean, that's a dumb name too. But trying to think, because then there's the whole thing about Kanye talking about running for president. And obviously this is current too, the whole name change thing. What else? So there's the awards. Another thing I thought that was kind of interesting that Kanye, I thought he was doing was, watch your drink there, about to tip over.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. Was he was asking people to donate money to him to support his lifestyle. That was a few years ago, I think. And then there's his clothesline, which
Yep.
is an interesting style. It just kind of seems like just oversized clothes to wear. at least from what I've heard. And
Yeah, but let's be a little frank here.
he's a genius.
Well, no, all three of us are kind of on the wider side. That might be a thing in certain areas, culturally. I don't know. I don't know. We don't have anyone who could speak to that, here with us.
Right.
So that might be something that, like, I remember back in the 90s, Jenko jeans.
What the heck are those?
Google it real quick.
Jenko?
I believe it was JNCO. Yeah, Jenko jeans.
Wait, Jenko.
Yeah. Look at
man.
like the big old, they flared out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have no room to talk about this right now.
What the heck?
They were it was ridiculous how popular
That was.
Yeah.
Man.
They finally ceased production in 2018.
What? They lasted that long?
And it says in June 2019, the brand was relaunched with a new website.
Ugh. Well, you're never going to see me in those.
Well, yeah. But I mean, we're talking like 98, 99, 2000 was like the peak of that.
Yeah.
But that was my sophomore, junior, senior year of high school. So it was everywhere. Here, I'm going to turn the screen to you just to show you a very horrible, bad example of these baggy jeans that looks like the person is wearing a denim dress. It's like a 4-length denim dress, how wide it is and how big those pockets are.
That is really bad.
It is ridiculous. So, as far as saying that his clothing line is baggy, I don't think we have anywhere to talk about that because let's look at this.
There's evidence, of that. I had never seen something like this before.
Oh, man, you missed a lot growing up.
I'm glad I did.
So we got that, but Kanye has had some besides his wonderful award show thing.
Right. Hold up a minute.
Yeah, that was. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also, what was it, in 2008? Yes, 2008. I just pulled up to make sure. He called himself the voice of this generation. He said that he will go down in history as the voice of this generation.
Interesting.
I was like,
well, yeah.
And like anyone else that's a little bit crazy and who is a celebrity of some note, the news just goes with it.
Yeah. Well, it's on the news there when they talked about Kanye, I guess he is like one of the just most, I guess, popular or famous musicians ever known. Like apparently they made it seem like he's like on the Beatles level kind of type thing. Like
really, who said that? Because I haven't heard that.
Yeah, there's someone on Fox News. They're talking him up like he is just like a top dog in the music world. I was like, what? Interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's just their opinion. Hopefully, I don't know. But they made apparently he's a huge deal, which I did find interesting. I mean, I know how he talks about himself, or how he did. I mean, he's super unique. He's a genius and all that. Like very confident in himself.
Well, and to be fair,
which he's got a reason to.
He's done a lot of clothing stuff.
Yeah.
I think his first thing was back in 2005. Was his first clothing line.
Okay.
And now he has his Yeezy
shoes.
Well, no, it's not just shoes. It's clothing.
It is all clothing?
It's clothing. They even have a kids line.
Oh, nice.
Called Kids Supply.
Dude, I'm looking this up. I'm going to get some clothes for my nephew.
But I like the Adidas Yeezy ones, shoes, because they're made by Adidas. It's just a collaboration with them, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they don't look bad.
Okay.
They actually look decent.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean,
seeing them now,
might as well.
Huh.
What? Did you see the price tag?
Uh-huh.
What was the price tag?
Well, this is Yeezy for infant, $100.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Kids are 130 and adult is 200.
You're paying for a lot of that brand name, just the same as like a Mac or other things like that. You're paying for that celebrity status name. You want to be cool.
Yeah.
So, but just going on some of his stuff in the past and that, fine, whatever. But my real conversation was around the whole recent hey, I'm now a Christian. Okay, cool. And hopefully that is true.
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, are we, when I say we, I'm saying like the Christian community, are we going around too much and just like, boom, here you are, celebrity status, and we are not going to listen to you on everything? And then especially what happened this past week with the news about him wanting to change his name coming out. He may change his name to Christian genius billionaire Kanye West, he says, to prove a point, which circles back to what I'm talking about. Maybe we're giving him too much of that elevation right away, because this is nothing necessarily negative, but it's, I guess, what you would say, like proof that, you know what, maybe he needs a little time to, like we all do, to grow first before just be like, hey, look at me, I'm Christian billionaire, da-da-da. I get it. You got a shoe company, you got records.
I guess for the whole billionaire, having the whole billionaire thing, that's not important. But as I say, I guess in his case, I feel like it'd be hard for him to come out and say he's a Christian with, like, even if he wasn't trying to get attention, it would still be hard to not get attention just because of who he is.
Well, yeah.
One, being so famous, and on the side of the people that would be excited about it, yeah, he's famous, and they're just gonna be like, woo, this is awesome, this is great. There's like someone in the Christian community now that is like stupid famous kind of thing and all that, but then there's obviously gonna be the judgy, skeptical people like, oh, this is just a hoax kind of thing.
And I won't lie and try to be around the bush. Part of me, the more skeptical part of me says some of this is just marketing,
right?
You know, to throw it out there. Part of me says that. Mm-hmm. The other part of me says I hope this conversion is true.
Yeah, and
it's a wait and watch thing. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, part of that is, because he is famous, he says that, and it's gonna just fly out there and grow big. Yeah. But the other part of it is he goes, well, I'm going to change my name to this. Here's where this interview came from. He was talking to Forbes magazine originally when this came up, and he's like, I showed Forbes an $800 million receipt.
Yeah.
And they didn't say billionaire. That's what he's upset about. He's upset because they didn't call him billionaire from him showing them an $890 million receipt.
I mean, it's not a billion yet.
But he wants to be called billionaire, so that's why he's like, I'm going to change my name to duh. I'm like, but again, that comes back to the whole thing of that seasoning, that time, that maturing that all of us have to go through at some point.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And especially if he really is, because if you read some of the stuff, he grew up kind of in a Christian home, but never really practiced Christianity. And then he says he got radically saved, a few weeks to months ago, before the album came out.
Yeah.
Okay, great. But there's going to be that time of maturing that goes with it.
Oh, yeah. Which, obviously, as you know firsthand, can take a while for some people.
Yeah. But you didn't try to change your name to Christian genius billionaire Aaron Johnson.
I never had that thought. Because I'm...
Okay, you didn't try to name it to Christian Thousandaire Aaron Johnson.
Yeah, Thousandaire Johnson. No, because that's not that special. Billionaire is a little more special, but still, that's yeah. I like pretty much. am kind of on the same page. Where at first, like it was funny because my coworker and I were talking about Kanye.
Okay,
for whatever reason. Oh, well, he was excited because he was supposed to release his new album, but then it got pushed back, and then to the day we were talking about it. And then he made it sound like he was getting pushed back again and whatnot. But then on a break, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw someone posting an August Burns Red fan group page, the new Kanye West album. And I was like, when it said Jesus is King for the title, I was like, ain't no way that's Kanye West. So I thought it was a joke. So
so you didn't know that was the album, huh?
I didn't at first, no. So
I knew about this like a couple weeks before the album was released.
Oh, I didn't even know that. So then, it was funny because Chris did say, my coworker did say that he was looking at doing a gospel album, but I didn't realize that he was releasing that gospel album this time. Like, he made it sound like he was releasing a new album, but also for the holiday season, he wanted to do a gospel album with as well.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah. So then I see that, and I was like, "What?" So I looked it up. I was like, "No." I was like, "Okay." So pretty much the only obviously I've heard more than just one song by Kanye in my lifetime.
Gold Digger.
But no, I'll say that's the one I know of.
Okay.
But besides, I've heard more than that. I just don't know the names of it. And like Gold Digger was a song that I put in my library just because this had a cool groove to it, for my own personal liking.
Okay.
But so yeah, I put the album in the queue to listen to later, and yeah, I was talking to my coworker again about it for a little bit. I was like, "This is really weird," and then like a couple of my friends were just like, "Wow, no way! Like this is so awesome!" Like excited, whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, I mean that's cool if it's like legitimate." But then I did have that whole thought. I was like, because not having listened to the album yet, I was like, "What if it's just a big joke kind of thing? And he's just gonna make fun of it?" That was my first initial thought on what it was gonna be.
Okay.
And then I listened to it, and like from what I picked up while listening to it, I was like, "Oh, there's some pretty good lyrics in here for some of it." But then, obviously, if being a new Christian, I mean, some of the lyrics he has for this album could very well, like, he could learn more and have different thoughts on as he gets older and matures in the faith. If that's
Right.
legitimate, which would be sweet. Because I don't know, and this is where I feel bad because I don't want to nitpick and stuff like that. But there was one song where it was just like it was like requests in the song. I'll see if I can find it. Oh, we forgot to mention that what we had for lunch today.
No, I didn't.
Wait, you did say
I was
we
waiting
had...
for you to bring it up.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't forget. I was like, wait, you talked about it? I didn't hear it. Because, I mean, obviously, since it's Saturday and we're recording
Yeah.
and we were going to talk about this, figured we had to get some Chick-fil-A. Because in his song called Closed on Sunday, he's singing about Chick-fil-A. And I was like, dude, we got to get Chick-fil-A. Because Sunday is always like the best day to get Chick-fil-A, but it's never open. And it's like, what the heck?
Because you always want what you can't have.
This is true. This is very true. But anywho, going back, he was singing about like he's like, Jesus give me this, Jesus give me that, like something like strength and whatnot and good stuff. I'm probably just way overthinking and being stupid about it. But like one line was like he's asking for wealth, and I was like, bruh, you've already got it. But I don't know. I guess I don't know. Asking for wealth, is that a bad thing or no? I don't know.
It looks like Josh is actually going to talk.
I was just pulling it back.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I think it's where your heart lies, honestly.
Yeah.
You don't need wealth to be a Christian.
Well,
So
no,
that's the
you
last thing you should be worried about. That's technically the last thing you should be asking about, too, if you're a Christian, is wealth.
You think so?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I mean, would we all like wealth? Yes.
Yeah. I can't find it.
But wealth is one of the biggest things that will distract us from God, because
Yeah.
it will give us what our sinful desires are. It will allow us to idolize things easier. So in reality, if you want to be able to fully focus on God, you don't want wealth.
Well, I mean, that could be a lot of things. But
Yeah.
wealth is being a big one.
But let's be fair here. If he was only saved like months ago,
exactly.
he's still learning these things.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's-
I'm not saying that,
Yeah.
he's...
And that's where I was getting.
We've all made missteps.
Oh yeah, and currently still do.
Yep.
So yeah, and that's where I can't. One song in here, he does talk about. He talks about how like the Christians are going to be the first one to judge him. I think the line is like, Christians will be the first ones to judge me. Does it make it feel like nobody loves me or something like that? I was just like, ugh. I mean, that's true.
And that is...
Which is really sad.
Yeah, you are going to have those people who are just going to be like, well, look at what he did in the past.
Yeah, and that's...
Okay,
that's something you can't hold on people.
and I'm trying to think the guy's name. I can't think of his name. He sang for a Red Jumpsuit Apparatus.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, and then he got saved, and it took him a little while before people took him seriously. but now he's playing, like the late night concerts at Life Fest and that. And,
Yeah.
He's there, Is he playing some of his old songs still? Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah.
The ones that aren't, objectionable.
Right.
I don't know Kanye's back catalog, so I can't talk about that.
No. Well, that was one thing I was talking to Chris at work again a little bit, and he was telling me, and especially I think he said his first album, he definitely has from religious lyrics in his music kind of thing, and that kind of points towards religion, I guess. I don't know.
Well, remember he grew up in a house.
And then when you mentioned that all makes sense.
Yes.
I didn't know he grew up in that kind of household.
Yeah, because it was an interview with him where he said he grew up in that sort of house, but that was nothing that he ever really took to heart and ever took religion or anything like that,
right?
To be what he wanted. And now something changed, obviously, apparently.
Yeah.
And then, we got this going on. And we got, the Christians who are like, oh, welcome, which is good.
Yeah.
But then they take it a little too far and say,
yeah,
you are like the best musician now, period. And I'm thinking of one person in particular that I know who's always like singing his praises.
Right.
I'm just like, let's wait a minute here.
Yeah.
And people, I don't know if you've seen this one. I've seen this one a lot on Facebook where it's like, what if we're singing a modern day Saul to Paul? Which we could be. We could be.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, relegate that to we're not. But at the same time, it wasn't. At the same time, I guess the skeptic in me is like,
See, and I feel like
it's gonna take. I'm willing to bring him in and say, yes, you're a brother now. But I'm not going to be like, and now I'm going to follow what you say.
It's almost, just become a follower right away. Well, yeah. And that's, when that was brought up, the whole, have an example of Saul to Paul, I was thinking this is nowhere near as extreme as that.
No.
This would be so much more believable, which is good. I'm glad it's not that extreme because that would be awful. So being reminded of that whole thing gave me a better view of this whole situation, I guess you would say. But yeah, I do hope it's a genuine thing. However, seeing some people go, what ecstatic about it, and just like, kind of whole praisey worshipy of Kanye thing. It's just like, okay, calm down.
And I've seen people go, this man is preaching the gospel better than anyone else I know.
Yeah, that's a little.
And the reason they said that is because they agreed with their opinion that they had on a meme. So I don't know if this is true or not, even about Kanye talking about Plan B and abortion. So I don't know if this is a true quote or not of Kanye, because it's on a meme thing. So just because it's on the internet does not make it true. If that was the case, I'm an Italian fashion model.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You didn't know, did you?
I did not. I'm excited for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. But the quote that is attributed to him is, my brain hurts even reading this. We brainwashed out there, taking fathers out of the home, Plan B, making us abort our children, thou shalt not kill. That was the quote attributed to him. I don't know if that's true or not. And
is that supposed to be like a lyric in one of his songs, or that's just what he said?
I don't know. It's a picture of Kanye, and it has the words against like a blue background.
I wonder if, because obviously, you've seen the album? Okay, so it's just blue.
Yeah, it's just this is a light blue background, not like a dark blue like his album background.
Okay.
And people are sharing that around going, praise to Jesus, he is speaking the gospel better than anyone. I'm like, this is one component of it.
Yeah.
Let's not, because someone says a word that you agree with, all of a sudden go,
yeah,
this is the best person in the world.
Getting too far too quickly kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that is the thing. It's like, you definitely have to be careful as a Christian to be like, not just like dive right in and be like, whoop. That's insulting to so many other people.
Yeah. And it's hard because you want to celebrate that someone's come to Christ, but at the same time, you don't want to be like, and now we will
Don't want to lose focus of.
throw you to the leadership position. Because what happens when you take someone who's unprepared and throw them to the wolves? They just, they die in a way.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. Oh, hey, there it is. Yeah. They'll be the first ones to judge me, make it feel like nobody loved me. That is the line from is it? Oh, Hands On is a song. The one thing I guess musically about the album, I don't know. I've never like listened to a whole Kanye West album,
Okay.
so I can't compare it to anything else really by him. But I don't know. I thought some of it was cool. The one thing about the album was it was very short. Like I started it when I was leaving work. I drove to my sister's house, and then I went to my house. I probably sat in my car for maybe 3 songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was done. So it's not a long album. But and then the other thing, not that the length isn't a huge deal. So that surprised me how short it was, kind of thing. Granted, this is my first time ever listening to anything from start to finish by him. And then also, it just like the transition from song to song seemed very abrupt.
Mm.
Like, cause when one song ended, I was like, wait, that was it? I was like, oh, okay. And it just went something totally different. So, and I'll give that to him. That was kind of cool because there is, I guess you could say, kind of a decent amount of variety-ish in there in the album for style-wise. Obviously, most of it being like the rap style, but they had some cool stuff in there. That was more like gospel choir-y kind of stuff. That was neat.
Yep.
Yeah, so now, it kind of makes me curious to go back and listen to some of his older albums and see if it's got the kind of like that weird, like just a very drastic change from song to song kind of thing from listening to it. Because, I don't know, I guess any album can be like that, but for a lot of the stuff that I listen to, it's not really much of a drastic change. It's either just a really heavy, intense song, and then every once in a while there's like a calmer, slow song.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess for the majority of the music I listen to, there's not going to be a huge drastic change from song to song. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
it's cool. And like I said, I've had some songs I'd play back and go through again to listen to a little more. Pretty cool. Especially the Closed on Sunday song. That one makes me laugh.
Of course.
How he ends it, he just like screams Chick-fil-A at the end. I'm just like, nice. It's a good laugh. So,
Interesting.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good old Kanye.
So, and I kind of figured something was going on, and I didn't know if it was just Kanye being Kanye and being weird again or
Right.
not earlier this year. So, what happened earlier this year? Do you remember?
Probably not.
At Coachella. It was kind of the first clue that something was happening.
Oh, shoot.
Because what happened? What holiday was Coachella over on? Easter.
Why do I feel like I remember? I know I heard something about Coachella. I can't.
Right. So he had he has a group they call Sunday Service, which is a choir and all that, which is probably that choir you heard on the album.
Yeah.
That they do a weekly Sunday service on Sundays, obviously, and they started at Coachella, and that was like the first moment I remember because that hit the news. It was just like, what's Kanye West doing?
Yeah.
I was like, at that time I was like, publicity stunt.
Right.
But apparently they've continued on, and they're actually apparently releasing a Christmas album
Kanye?
on December 25th.
With the Sunday.
Yeah.
Huh.
Supposedly it's going to be called.
So that is still going to maybe happen.
Supposedly it's supposed to be called Jesus is Born.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Just changing one word up in there.
And
But I mean,
so you can go to sundayservice.com, which is the website for, the thing. And it leads back to Kanye's thing where he sells his stuff, where you can buy his latest album on cassette still.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's come back.
Vinyl, I understand. Cassette, weird.
That was
But-
coming back for whatever reason.
but his website reminds me of like an old I don't know, an old application because it's orange text on a blue background, and that's it. It's just like for the Sunday service website,
Oh,
it is just bad. It's
nice.
it's
Bears colors.
it's like, oh look, I made this in Word
Yeah.
and turned it into HTML and put it on the web.
Nice.
And this guy's the guy who designs shoes and that.
Dude, I have a fun fact.
What's your fun fact?
I've probably already talked about this, but I don't know if I've talked about it on the air. So my boys from August Burns Red, when they were recording a new album, I think it's Grant and Carson from I want to say Fearless Records.
Okay.
I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I got
Okay,
that wrong.
just go on.
Anywho, they got a vocal booth that August Burns Red recorded in,
Okay.
and this vocal booth was supposed to be for Kanye West, but he didn't like the vocal booth. So somehow Grant and Carlson got a hold of it, and August Burns Red recorded vocals in a vocal booth made for Kanye West. That's it.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. It looked cool. The vocal booth looked pretty neat. I wouldn't mind having it myself.
Doing what vocals?
I mean, I could.
Are you going to give us a taste of your vocal powers?
Not yet. That's, you know what? We can do a vocal review when we have 10,000 listeners. Boom.
Okay.
Psych, I'm totally kidding. Nope.
I'll make it happen.
No. No.
I'm gonna side with Paul
He'll actually do something?
Why? Why would you do that?
because you
So,
have potential.
Humiliate me?
No,
Yes.
you have potential.
No.
Anyways, back to this. Josh, you have been quiet.
Yeah.
I have been quiet. You guys have just been bouncing back and forth.
Well,
on
that's
the
why you
topic.
have to talk and actually have the
Yeah,
mic up.
Okay, so
and-
I get criticized for not talking, but when there's an episode that Aaron's quiet, he doesn't get criticized.
Because he
did.
does it only once in a while.
I
You're
do.
quiet all the time. I always have to pull you in.
No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Debatable. But I have been.
Paul likes to use
Criticized.
always and never, and those are the two worst words. You should never use those words, but Paul loves using those words. Anyways,
Never say never.
uh,
Kill me now for that. That was awful.
I'm going to isolate that and send it to your boss as a ringtone.
No. Oh gosh. So what do you know about Kanye, Josh? What do you like about him? What don't you like about him?
I don't know him at all.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I just know he.
Haven't you been following the news at all?
He's been in the news though a lot. Well, I mean,
Yeah, he has.
he has.
They've
but-
even gone and interviewed his pastor because of all this.
What?
Yeah.
Who's his pastor?
I forget the name of his pastor, but they went and interviewed the pastor and talked with him, and he's like, "Is this a real conversion?" and all that, and grilled that from his pastor.
So how? That's the thing. It's like, what? Can you do that? Can you get those answers from a pastor like that?
No.
If the person agrees, like if Kanye says, "Yeah, you can do that," then yes.
Wait, what?
If it's Kanye's pastor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kanye's pastor contacts Kanye, and Kanye says, "Yeah, you can talk about it," then yes.
Oh, I'm just saying, but like,
Well, a person has every free right to talk about it, regardless of the other person's.
no, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Like, why don't you just ask Kanye? And if Kanye says it's legitimate, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's a whole weird, scary area to get into.
Yeah,
Where you're saying someone is either, like, when you go out and say, no, they're not a Christian kind of thing. When, especially if it's something that's super fresh and new like that, like, you'll be able to tell over time. So you'll, I guess, to a point, but then people can put on a good church face.
and people are good at that.
And,
But
I mean, I guess, does it,
and again, that's one of the reasons of are people going like too fast. Give him time
Yeah.
to season.
there's that, and I don't know, I just feel like regardless of whether it's real or not, that shouldn't, I don't feel like that should really change on how, one, you either talk to him or think about him kind of thing.
No, I agree.
And that's where, I don't know, someone that doesn't have a hard time with that kind of stuff. Because obviously, in the end, the ultimate judge, being God, is going to know whether or not it was a legitimate or fake, thing. So it's like one way or another. Like, just because you might be fooled, God's not going to be fooled. So if he's not legitimate, then it's not legitimate.
Yep.
So I guess it's not something you should really have to worry and freak out about. The best thing you can pretty much do for him is if you're anywhat close to him and can contact him or have his contact info and you can talk to him on a regular basis type thing, you can encourage him, and obviously those that don't and they just know of him, obviously pray for him kind of thing, and hope that there's some growth that comes out of it.
Yeah. And I think, and again, this is, me being the pessimist of where I am sometimes. I think maybe from being older in that and kind of, reviewing stuff, so in 2009 interview he said that he believed in God, but at the time felt that he would never go into religion. Okay. A year before that, in 2008, he said in an interview, "I'm a vessel and God has chosen me to be the voice and the connector."
Oh, wow.
And so, so he has some weird things, and I'm not pointing to this, but I know there's some people that I have talked to who are pointing to this, the various mental health issues he's had in the past, because he has had some. He ended up canceling a 21 concerts at one point after going to a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah, I feel like I do remember hearing about that.
He did. I don't know if he still is or not, and I don't care if he is or not. That I don't care. But at one point he was on antidepressants, and he talked about it in one of his songs from early on.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2018, it said that he was addicted to opiates that were prescribed to him after he got liposuction. So Kanye West had liposuction apparently, and had to have opiates for the pain afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah. So he had been on those since 2016, addicted to them. So yeah.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to.
Yeah, and the other thing and I don't blame him for pointing to this. I don't blame him, but this is because I don't think people understand this as well. But it's not an excuse. If people point that he says he has bipolar disorder, so you have those manic highs and the real bad lows, and so some people are going, "Oh, he's in a manic high state." I'm like, you don't know this, not unless you actually know him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just look at him and be like, he has a manic high right now.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just like,
yeah.
But it still comes down to, I don't think I'd be like, he speaks the most clear gospel ever.
No.
That's where I draw the line, that sort of stuff.
You can read the Bible for that one. Oh, boom.
Yeah, give him some time to, like I said, to grow and season up, and then.
So if you really want to learn a lot, you can just get into the Word and study it yourself.
Yeah.
Read straight from the source. And then obviously there's some cool study Bibles. Like I have the MacArthur Study Bible. That's got some cool notes in it. And then all the cross references, stuff and like that. And woo, it's neat.
Yep. And you never know. Maybe so someday soon we'll be saying President Kanye West.
Yeah.
Because he plans on running in 24? Yeah.
Yeah. Originally it was supposed to be 2020.
Yeah, but he likes Trump too much that he doesn't want to run against Trump.
So he's
waiting until after Trump is out of office, and then he'll run. Because him and Trump are friends.
Yeah.
And he is a Trump supporter.
He is.
Oh, yeah. He is. He wears the red MAGA hat.
Make America Great Again.
Yeah.
And he even went to the White House.
He's been there many times, actually.
Yeah. So yeah.
Josh is in there. What's going on, Josh?
I'm just listening to you guys. You guys are going back and forth.
You're the.
That's something when I think I could interject something. You guys are just boom, boom, boom. So I'm just letting you guys go.
So
you guys are providing plenty of information, material, and yeah.
I'll just say the only person in here that's been the closest to Trump is Josh.
Yeah,
because you've shook his
hand. Which
hand.
means through the 6 steps of separation, we know Kanye.
Kanye, we know you, man.
Because we know Josh, who has met Trump, who knows Kanye.
Who knows?
So wait, the 6 steps of separation.
Yeah, haven't you ever heard of the?
Wait, I'm trying to refresh myself here. Pretty much through 6 people, you know someone else.
Yeah, that's the theory, and that started with Kevin Bacon, because so many because it started off as how many steps does it take to get to Kevin Bacon as an actor through actors and actresses in a movie. Like these 2 actors and actresses started. How long does it take for this person to get to Kevin Bacon? And it jumped from there to where they're like, oh, you know what? You can probably do most people in like 6 steps or so.
So yeah, so we know Kanye through 2 steps. No,
Yay, great.
3. Huh, that's funny.
Josh is like, math, it's fun. So, anything else, Joshy boy?
Nah, I mean, you guys are just talking. I will say that I don't think it's good for the Christian music industry to be endorsing him with such immediacy, and saying, hey, this is it. And I think you were saying that, Chris Tomlin's going to start doing covers.
No, Chris Tomlin has done covers
He's done
of his stuff.
Okay. I agree. He's got to walk into it. It's not something that, hey, you believe that he's died for your sins. Boom. Let the publicity be. No, it's, if anything, if he has a proper pastor, we should be seeing him kind of pull himself back.
Really?
I think so, because there are so many distractions when you're up in front. None of us know what that's like to be known by millions and millions and millions of people, constantly trying to get contacted. You got all this nice stuff, nice cars. He's got so many distractions. So if he wants to take this seriously, and he's got a pastor that's a legit pastor who wants to help him go the right way, we should, in a sense, see him kind of pull himself back from all that, in my opinion, so he can absorb more of the knowledge that he needs to from God and come closer to God. Because he's in a very easy spot to where he can claim to be a Christian and completely make himself look like a hypocrite easily. I mean, we all can too, but he's in a spot where he's got cameras pointing at him whenever he steps out of his house. So, like I said, I mean, if he wants to take this seriously, and he's got somebody that's going to guide him in the right direction, I think we should see him kind of reel himself in and kind of not be as vocal as he's right now. But then the other question that I've kind of thought is, this isn't to downplay him, but there is a chance that his mental issues could be partnering with this.
That's what I was just
That's what
bringing
he was
up.
just talking about.
I know, and that's not where I'm agreeing with you on that. As to where, is it something that's on the mental side, or is it something on more of a lonely side? Like, because he's trying to find another group to fit in. Does he not feel like he fits in with this other group? Because what was it? What band was it that started off in the Christian music industry? You told me who they were.
There's a lot that start like this.
Oh, you talking about As I Lay Dying?
And then they break off, and they use the Christian music industry because it was such a giving industry.
I don't know if that would have been As I Lay Dying. I know they were thought of as a Christian metal band, but then Paul had to show me interviews and be like, oh yeah, actually quite a few of the band members are atheists and stuff like that. And I was just like, what the heck, Paul?
Ruining your preconceived notions.
And
one
then
notion at a time.
finding out about the whole, trying to get this guy's wife killed. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. And see, that's the thing that hurt, because they're back together now.
Yep.
Uh,
I thought they were doing a tour with August Burns Red next year.
what? If you saw that, and I have not seen that yet, what the heck?
Go on. I'll look it up.
Because that's something I need to be at.
No, you don't.
Yes. Anywho, no, it's like, okay, so the guy has done his time in jail, and the thing that irks me off is like that everybody gets so opinionated,
Okay.
and then it's like some people are like, well, he should have served a longer period of time or whatever. This isn't okay. We can't forgive him. He tried to kill his wife. I don't know. That stuff just drives me nuts. Because like now, from what it seems like, is he's after being in prison, like he's had a change of heart type thing, and now he's coming back and he wants to do all this like good kind of stuff and help people out with things and whatnot. And like I know he's I don't know if he's partnered up but like he's involved in stuff with like heart support and stuff that Jake started from August Burns Red, which is really cool. But yeah, one thing going back to Kanye and stuff, this one article I just read from Time that says Kanye West's controversial Jesus is King is dividing the Christian community. That, I don't know, that's kind of, I would say, upsetting if to actually see something like that happen, then I guess. Which, I mean, it happens over so much stuff.
Yeah.
Which is upsetting because it's like, I guess at that point, what are you making, or what is so important about whatever it is you're arguing about. And it's like, as in Christianity, it's like Christ is the center, most important part of it. I don't know. It's just, why would you let something like this just, I guess, as it says, divide the Christian community
Right.
kind of thing? It's like, it's ridiculous, I guess.
No, that's fair.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially if it starts causing division or not, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
There's a difference between causing division and saying, you know what, we're not going to give him, straight up everything that he needs. A leader like Josh said, music, that just engaging him right away.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, I stand corrected. They're not touring together. They were in Sweden together. And they played together.
Yeah. Yeah, they were both, and yeah, I think it was it for a show for As I Lay Dying, and then Jake was in the area and went up and sang with him. I don't know. Because, I mean, Jake is featured on one of the songs on As I Lay Dying's new album. So,
yeah.
Either way, yeah, because I think As I Lay Dying is going to be nearby during December. And then after the Christmas show, I already have my next show set up to go see August Burns Red.
Which is probably in Chicago.
In Chicago in April. I think, was it April or was it May? I think it's April. But they're playing with Kill Switch Engage.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're going to probably try to take all your fun friends down to that one, huh?
I don't know. I don't know who would all want to go to that, to be honest. Besides me and Nico and Peter.
Yeah, that's true. And that's probably about it. But
who do you have in mind, Josh? Just look.
Josh is just such an engaging person here.
Nope.
He's like, yes, let me engage with you.
Just staring deep down into my soul.
It's interesting.
What soul? I've already sucked it out of you.
Wow.
You don't have that kind of power.
Why do you think I look so tired right now?
There's nothing to feast on.
So done. What did you find, Paul?
No, go on.
Oh no, I got nothing. You were starting to say something. I thought you found something.
I thought I read something, but I want to double check before I crush your spirits.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I guess the whole for a good while, I always figured the Christian music community was kind of a joke.
Yeah,
because it did seem super easy to get into, type thing, and I don't know.
What?
Yeah, especially with Tomlin covering his Kanye songs already.
Oh, by the way,
that's fun.
You can't take Peter to that one.
Why?
It's 17 plus only.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yep. And he will just be short for turning 17 by less than a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sucks. Well, then it'll probably just either be me and Nico or just me.
So, speaking of Tomlin, because he posted this on his Instagram, I can use this.
Okay.
Let's pull this up here. I want you to listen to this. Maybe. It was loading.
You're my Chick-fil-A. You're my Chick-fil-A. Yeah. You're my number one. Say it, Chris. With the lemonade. Closed on Sunday. Yeah. You're my Chick-fil-A.
That was Tomlin part 1 covering.
It's closed on Sunday.
Yeah. I only played 22 seconds of the 45-second clip because I was like, nope.
Oh, man. That's funny.
So.
Yeah, dude, it's a killer. It's a hit. That's another thing. I wonder if any of his new songs off that album will be like on the radio at all.
I don't know.
I'm going to assume no. But
you know what I will laugh at?
What?
If like the Christian radio stations carry him.
Yeah, I wonder. Like K-Love?
Yeah.
Dude, I could see that, to be honest.
Could you now?
Yeah. They played I'm going to see if I can get a hold of my dad real quick.
Oh boy.
And see cuz this is a while ago.
Yeah.
And apparently I don't know if they said anything about it where that like they shouldn't have done it or whatever, but some like musician died, and I should really know this one because he's said it so many times. But they played this song on K-Love, and when Dad heard that, he's like, no. I was like, that's not okay, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I just went to Caleb's website and looked up Kanye West, and the artist they recommended was Matthew West. So that tells you.
Okay, so yeah, I sent him a text. We'll see how soon he gets back to me.
Might have to edit that in then.
Right.
About your dad.
Or I could call him, I suppose, right now and ask. Dude,
Hey, Dad, guess what?
Call over the air.
What? You're on air.
Hey, Dad, be careful what you say.
You're not my son.
No, he wouldn't say anything. He'd just embarrass me, so now I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring.
Hello? Hello?
Ding, ding, ding.
Ring, ring. What's that from, Josh? You should know. Dang, he didn't pick up. That's a first.
He says, "Screw
It's
you,
not meant to
boy."
be. I want to talk to you. Just kidding. My dad loves me.
Yes.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
Are you sure?
Yes. No, I'm not going to be free Sunday the 22nd. Noah, sorry. Oh, he texted that to you too, by the way.
Where are you going the 22nd?
He wants to go see Star Wars. I'll be in Pennsylvania.
Of
December.
You're my.
Oh, I thought
Sylvania.
I was like 22nd. I'm thinking November.
No, December. No. Yeah, sorry, I didn't say that part.
Oh yeah, the new Star Wars. That's right. I forgot. That's a thing. I care. I care more about Kanye West's new album than I do about Star Wars. And look how many times I've listened to Kanye West's new album.
0
Okay.
so far.
And after listening to that wonderful cover by Chris Tomlin, it will probably remain 0.
Now, if you get in my car,
Again,
I'll play some of it for you just
Again,
for fun.
headphones.
Yeah. If you don't have access to them.
those are a thing. I normally keep my up here with me.
What?
My AirPods.
Well, see, he can only turn his headphones up so high, and if we chose to blast it as loud as we wanted to, he would.
And then my speakers go to
Be-
crap. Who's paying for that? I am paying
This
for
is
that.
a simple solution.
That does do a lot.
Put my hands over my ears with the headphones in.
Now, when you turn up the bass, then he feels it. Then he has
Well,
no
then he
point
just
to.
feels the bass. You don't.
Oh, but he still knows what's going
I
on.
can filter it out. Calm down, young sir.
I can't.
I can't wait till your triplets get into big bass music, and then you're like, turn down the bass.
That's like my mom. It's funny.
Is your mom a Kanye West fan, by the way? That should be an experiment.
Little
All
sweet
three
old.
of us should play a song from it without telling our parents what it is, like our mothers what it is, and see what they say.
It's a good idea.
And,
All right.
That
and
is.
see if you can not necessarily record them, but like record the reaction of them, like, "Oh, I love this song," or "What is that music?"
Yeah. See, at first my mom would probably be like, "What is this?" Because if I pick her up, or if I'm pulling up to her, if I've ever pulled up to her work to pick her up, like I'll have my music loud, and like when she gets in the car and I start to turn it up or whatever, and it's like kind of pretty bassy, it's like, no. It's like, I don't like when you hear those guys going by in their cars and the bass just like kind of thing. She's like, I don't like that. It doesn't sound good.
Or you know what you should do as part of this experiment? Play one song from Kanye. Don't tell her what it is. Right?
Yeah.
Get her reaction. Then pick a different song, or wait a little while till they forget that the song they heard. Give them the lyric sheet when they hear it, and then ask them their opinion. See if there's a difference in opinion when they can see the lyrics versus.
Well, I'm sure there would be.
I know, but that's my point. People sometimes just listen to the sound of it.
And just like, oh,
Yeah, exactly.
it's so bad. Man, it's like with metal.
You know, with metal, it's
Listen to that. There's
it's,
something exciting.
I don't like it because that's not a sound music I like. I'm not like,
Well, no, yeah.
I'm not like,
You're not one of the people
it's
that's like,
satanic. Well,
they're summoning the devil.
according to my mom, everything's satanic, but that's okay.
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, except for the Bible, I guess.
You know, give her enough time, she'll find a way. She'll disagree.
You focus too much on the evil parts of the Bible.
I was joking with Nathaniel when I went and visited him last week, and we were joking around like, because obviously neither of us are Catholic or Catholic influence at all, so saints and that, not a thing. But we're like, his wife or someone was like, what if you could make his like mom sane? Talk about my mom. And I was like, you would be the saint of sanity, and you would be instantly promoted to sainthood after that one miracle. Which, for anyone who would know this man, Nathaniel, the saint of sanity is definitely not his style. His style is definitely an Aaron Johnson style. So, yeah, I've known your style longer than you've known your style.
My own style.
Yeah. I know how to deal with people like you. This one over here, this Joshy boy, he's like the Kanye West of the group. I'm not sure.
You're the Kanye. You're my Chick-fil-A.
He does have a Chick-fil-A cup. Oh, all three of us do, but
Yeah.
he does have his Chick-fil-A.
He does like to be closed on Sunday.
He also likes to interrupt and say, "This is the best of all time." Oh my goodness, you are Kanye.
You are the new Kanye, Josh. You are the white version of Kanye West.
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
I mean, it might. It'll help when you start making more money.
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Now, that's just me. That's uncalled for.
What? Oh, it'll help me sleep when Josh makes more money?
Yeah,
Why?
that's uncalled for because you will get no financial benefit out of him.
You don't think so?
What's Amy going to give you money under the table? You better tell him.
Of course. Well, so would he. Because I am willing to give him money now.
$500.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Bet. See? So what goes around comes around.
I
Paul.
want to see the $500 change hands before I believe it.
Okay. I got you.
All right.
It might take a day, but I got you.
That's fine. You can't take more than 200 out of your, or is it?
No, I can take 500 out at a time, but I already took 100 out today.
Oh, okay.
Out of an ATM at least.
Yeah.
I had to pay for my lessons.
Oh, you actually had to pay for something. You're not a celebrity.
I pay for everything now.
Yeah, I know. That's called being a grown-up.
I know. It's fun. I enjoy it.
That's called being...
Adulting is a good time.
Yes.
So far, it's okay.
Well, just wait until later. It gets even better.
Yeah, when I have my own place and
Your own place, joints start hurting.
oh, that's already a thing. So it's just gonna get worse. Yeah, but
Oh, it's going to be even worse, but yeah.
I already got joint pain, so it's fine.
Yeah, you're just you.
I
That's
was
okay.
entered into it a little early.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, Brewer, any more comments on Kanye?
And how?
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably. I could see you getting into design, and you can make a clothing line. And
I wasn't talking about his Kanye comments
No,
about
I-
himself. I was talking about comments
know.
about the real Kanye.
yeah, I know.
Uh,
But I'm just saying,
I don't even know what his like stage name is anymore. Like I know for a while it was Yeezy now, and then like September of 2018 it went to Yee.
I went to Yee.
Yeah, YE.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
I like that.
and then I don't know what it is now. Who knows?
It's gonna be
You already say, yay.
Yee. Oh my gosh. But no, yeah. I mean, remember you really got into the whole shirt designing thing when we started looking at putting a logo on a shirt.
That lasted like a week.
I know. But hey, you got your mom's blood in you.
Oh, is she a
She's
designer?
a designer.
Oh,
So
it's in his blood. He's
It
a
is.
designer.
yeah, absolutely.
That's one of his classes.
Yeah, why don't you do something designing, Josh? You're always talking about things I should get into. Why don't you get into design?
I've thought about getting into engineering, but I'm like, then I got to do math, and no.
Yeah, you gotta do math, and you gotta be good at the math. Because if you're bad at the math and you do an engineering, well, honey, why is the bridge wobbly?
What's that
I get a
cracking
call.
sound?
I know you're in Hawaii vacation, but the bridge doesn't even match up.
Engineer arrested for a death of 200 people on bridge.
Oof.
There has to be
Sorry.
like insurance for that. I'm sure.
yeah.
That would suck, though. I mean, that's not going to help you in any means.
You're having a bad day and you misplace a decimal point. You convert from meters to feet wrong.
That would be really bad. I couldn't do that then because I have times where I can't even figure out math on how many straps I made.
There are times where I can't do math where I hold up my hand like this and go, wait, no, I want 6, not 7.
Well, see, and then there's times like me when you're like, hey, how many fit, and I'm like 7 when you're holding up 6. Yeah, okay, yeah, classic.
Well, just look at it this way. If he went down and bid and goes to be an engineer, he'll be Brock Jr.
I don't think you like that.
Why is he the senior?
because he's gone through the engineering school first and he's older than
Who else do we know that's been?
Well, that's
But I
he's
mean,
older.
And you're both into.
And you're younger, so therefore you're a junior. And you
so,
both like war stuff.
So if Aaron decided to go to school and become a car tech, then
He'd be Aaron.
he'd be
Aaron.
Josh Jr.
No, he'd be Aaron.
I'd be Josh Senior.
That is true, too. He's older.
But I went to school first.
Doesn't matter. He's older.
Okay, so all right. If you're gonna try and bring an example like that, what about the Paul Vanooks?
It's just age.
Okay.
That's what this is. Age.
He started off with school.
Yeah, but you're also younger than Brock, so you're gonna be a Brock Jr. regardless. You're just following the same.
You're
footsteps.
younger in both departments.
Brock isn't in engineering.
He went for engineering.
Yeah, but he's not anymore.
So, but if you go for engineering, you're still gonna be a Brock Jr.
I'll be a Josh.
No, you're Brock Jr.
If I came here and worked at the church, then I'd be a Brock Jr.
You'd be Brock Jr. Jr.
You kind of already do that in a sense.
I don't get paid.
Yeah. Oh well.
So
Okay.
I volunteer.
Brock
It's different.
Jr. and Aaron. Any more comments?
What up? No.
I'll make sure to let him know that he's Brock Jr. That we have a Brock Jr. now.
The one thing I do like about Kanye's new album is
Besides Chick-fil-A.
yeah, there is that. I like the blue. It's a pretty color. Yeah, I kind of want to. I would like if he's got to sell vinyls of it,
Yeah.
and it's a pretty blue. Kind of want it.
Let's elevate the guy because he has a nice blue vinyl.
Yeah, man. Probably put a lot of thought into that color choice.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
I'm just joking.
Go to
but I mean,
go to sundayservice.com and look at the wonderful thought that went in behind that website.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, sundayservice.com.
Yeah.
Sundayservice.com. Shop.
Yeah, but what read?
Oh, hello.
Kanye
came
West.
It is really pixelated.
Oh, not mine. It must still be loading for you.
What do you mean?
But it's not pixelated.
Well, the curves and stuff like that aren't smooth.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like on the C and that. But it's because it's not real text, it's image.
Mm.
Yeah. It's low poly. Just like a certain band's logo I know.
Dang.
Whoa, what? Wait, what? Whose band's logo that's
Remember I said the black was pixelated?
the black was
The black background.
on? Wait, what?
The black background underneath the word Skyrat is all pixelated.
Oh, I thought you were about to come at August Burns Red crazy. I was like, bruh.
No, I was coming at
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine.
the other one. When I look at an image.
Dad, oh my goodness.
What'd your dad do now?
I asked, what's the song that Caleb played that you didn't like? He's like, I have no clue who Caleb is. He's losing his mind. Okay.
It's
Now I'm calling him.
wonderfulness of having an older parent.
Yeah. It's a radio station, Dad. Come on. You've already said that in a conversation we've had before. Hi. What? What was that song that the radio station Caleb played when that one artist died that you're like, that shouldn't have been played on Caleb? Oh. George Harrison. Okay, the song was called My Sweet Lord. Yeah, that's yes. Yeah, okay. We were talking about music and we started talking about like the Christian music industry, and then we talked about Caleb, and then I thought about that and I was like, oh, so that's why I texted you. So, all right, cool. Thanks. Right. No, yeah. So, all right, well, thank you. Okay, bye. Oh, that's right. They're going to Bible study. Oh, yeah, it's already 5:36.
Yeah, I know.
He says, so as far as the song I've recently complained about, the only thing I remember is oh, on and on and on.
Oh boy. Okay.
And I'm assuming it was that song. It was
I pulled it up already.
Oh, so yeah, no, you got that one. But no, the song he was talking about there, it was
Thing is, I can't search for that because like 99 plus Christian songs will come up. If I search for
no, that's the thing. He hates that in songs. I'm just like, he's like, it's because they're not creative enough to think of something else to say. I'm like, what if there's nothing else to say? It's just a musical, you're just adding a different type of.
Was he like, what's his opinion on the song Hallelujah?
No.
That'd be interesting to hear as well.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't dislike it. I don't know if he likes it
But it's the same stupid word.
Is it stupid, Paul?
No.
Is it? Yeah. No. Okay. No.
Now Paul just admitted it.
No, but no. I like. Yeah, it's like okay. But then I found it funny because he was showing me stuff like from someone he listened to, and he was younger. He thought they were so good, and in the song they started to do like the O stuff, and I was like, Dad, you said you didn't like that, but you like these guys, whatever. And then yeah,
He's been dead a while.
George Harrison. Yeah.
18 years.
Well, I didn't realize it was that long.
2001 is when he died.
I don't know I don't know when they did that thing. Maybe it was the fish when it was done, or
The fish.
I don't know. He said it was
No
done.
wonder why he was confused. Like, what?
Well, no, because we've talked about it, and he's mentioned it was on K-Love. So I was just like, okay, so maybe it was just like in remembrance of him they played this.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, yeah, he's like, that's not. I don't
Because
know,
he
a
was
good
part of the
song.
Beatles for a while.
Yes, he was a
Yeah.
member of the Beatles. Yeah,
So I
but as far as being a song to be on a Christian radio station,
but yet they're not playing Kanye yet.
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was in Hinduism.
mm-hmm.
But it does say he did convert to Christianity in 1966.
Really
Yep.
interesting
But it wasn't publicized, unlike what you see now with
Kanye.
Kanye, where like it's everywhere.
It's interesting. But yeah, no, I got nothing else to say.
Okay,
was
Josh, you got anything else to say? I'm giving you one last chance to talk, sir.
No.
I want to give you a chance to talk.
No.
Oh, he doesn't want it.
He
Sorry, he'll talk a lot in the next two, a lot more.
hopefully he's
He better because he picked one.
he's
Or two in a sense.
he's getting ready for when his triplets tell him no.
Huh?
Do you hear something
Yeah, funny joke. That's what I heard.
from
Or
you?
truth? No,
Truth. I didn't hear any truth.
I think I did.
I heard fake news.
No.
Take someone.
You
to
weren't speaking.
Wow. And the shredding has begun. No, yeah, dude. Kanye West. I don't know. I hope it's legitimate. It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
See where he goes from here.
If he enjoys music, then enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
If you don't, you'll live. Don't listen to it.
If personally, I'm not going to listen to it, but that's
You
just
will.
me. No, I'm not.
You will.
No. But regardless of that fact, what is not fake news, what is not overhyped,
Was that this episode is over?
well, not beyond that, is that you should leave us a review on iTunes.
Yeah.
On Stitcher, and wherever else you can leave us a review. Hopefully Google Podcasts one of these days. Yay, Google Podcasts. Let me rephrase it. It's iTunes if you're on Windows, but it's Apple Podcasts if you're everywhere else. I keep saying iTunes. It's no longer iTunes. It's only iTunes on Windows nowadays. Everywhere else, it's Apple Podcasts.
Oh.
You know, whether that be Mac, iPhone, web, all that fun stuff.
Interesting.
I don't think there's an Apple Podcast app for Android, but I don't care. Leave us a review. Tell us what your opinion on Kanye West is. Tell us, should Josh talk more or less? Do we want more Josh rants? Should that become a weekly feature? A Josh rant a week
Yes.
keeps the doctor away.
A rant-
I don't know.
A rant a day. That'd be like a rant a day keeps the doctor away.
Yeah. A rant a day keeps you healthy, and I have no idea. I got to find stuff that
A
rhymes.
rant a day keeps the psychiatrist away. Or
Really?
the psychologist away.
A rant a day keeps the psychologist away.
Yeah.